Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is my extreme pleasure to introduce Roman. Roman is a very good friend of mine, very important friend of mine from Busan, South Korea. Or, sorry, I should say I met him in Busan, South Korea. He was an English teacher out there. And as you travel more, as you see more of the world, you'll find that there are some people in some cities where everyone knows this person, everyone has memories of this person, and everyone has good memories of this person. When I think of Busan, this is the person I think of. And today I have the pleasure of being able to introduce him here and to have him join my YouTube channel to teach us Russian. Roman, would you please do me the honor of introducing yourself?
Yeah, greetings everyone, and thanks Alonso for such a kind introduction. So yeah, name is Roman, and currently live in South Korea, the city of Busan, and I've been like what James said, an English teacher for the past 13 years here. Yeah, and also had uh, I used to live in Russia for a little bit, so. Uh, yes, I'm here to teach you some Russian.
Thank you so much, Roman. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll open up my whiteboard here and we're going to get started, everyone, with greetings and then move on to how to order food in Russia. So
Sounds
let's
good.
get started with just simple greetings here. Let's see. Keyboard's acting up a little bit.
Yeah, so just like any other language, probably, or most languages, there's a formal and informal way of addressing people. Well, when it comes to the greetings, let's start with informal way. Let's say it's your like a close friend, and a normal way, most common way to say hello to your friends is "Привет." So let me put this up on the board.
Okay, privet.
Привет, yes.
You just
Okay.
rotate the camera, FYI.
Is it okay now?
I'm looking at your floor. You switch the camera to the
Oh,
other
okay.
side.
Didn't realize that.
No big. Okay, so privet is informal,
What
just
about
like,
now?
yep, perfect, perfect.
Okay, cool.
So privet is informal, just like between friends. It's like hi.
Yeah, yeah. Friends, you can even say to your like the parents, right? You can greet your mom and dad like that. Yeah, friends, like family members too. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, so the next one, uh, Zdarova. So this one will be normally only used among like really close friends, right? So for example, you and I, right? We could greet each other this way. So I guess an English version of this would be like hey or what's up. Yeah,
Zdravova.
Zdarova.
Okay, great.
Uh-huh. And then let's move on to a formal way, which is a little bit of a tongue twister, right? So, okay. Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте. Yes.
Здравствуйте.
Yes.
Okay.
Bunch of, yeah, especially the beginning, right? A bunch of consonants. Wait,
Yeah,
consonants, right?
it's right after that first vowel that I have no
Mm-hmm.
idea what I'm doing anymore. But okay,
Mm-hmm.
great. All right. So if I want to say goodbye,
Goodbye. Okay, so uh, similar, right? Let's start with a informal way. Goodbye. Simple. Paka,
Paka.
paka, hmm
Paka.
paka.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Paka.
hmm And the formal way is "До свидания."
Das Vidanya. Okay, I think that's the one
Yeah,
everyone's heard from television before. Anytime they hear Russian being
uh,
spoken
yeah,
on TV, I think I definitely recall hearing that on an episode of Futurama from Bender.
yeah. Literally just means "I'll see you later. I'll see you next time."
All right, Das Vidanya, and that's more formal.
Yes. And if you want to talk about, if you want to go back a little bit and talk about um, hello, like in the meaning of hello in Russian. So "Zdarovo" or "Здравствуйте" both means like literally translates into like um, I wish you like good health, right?
Okay, wonderful.
Like be healthy. Yeah.
Be healthy.
hmm
Okay, let's move on to if I want to say, or is there, sorry, before we continue, are there any other ways to say goodbye?
Those are like most common. Or okay, how about this? Then we had one for really close friends, right? When it comes to the greetings, right?
Yeah,
So the same
Zdrarova.
goes. Zdarova, exactly, right? So there's a way to say goodbye when it's like super close friends, and that would be this is what normally I use. Okay, I guess in my case I would say this.
Davai.
Давай, давай. Yes.
Okay, so when you say super close friends, like if you meet someone for the first time, but it's a pretty positive interaction, but you haven't known them
hmm
for that long, can you still use this, or like your same age? It's not a
Well, it
professional
depends, right?
situation.
If you guys bond, well, and you feel like, oh yeah, like I feel so like really comfortable with this person, and you like obviously using a informal, um, way to interact with each other. But yeah, I would use that. Yeah, still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so let's talk about if I want to say thanks, like thank you for teaching me this Russian lesson. How would I say thanks or thank you?
Uh-huh. Thank you. You would say "спасибо."
Spasiba.
Oh, sorry. It should be SPA. So "спасибо."
Okay,
Let me
so
check
now
this.
now's a good time for me to remind everyone that if you're using Russian, there is an alphabet for that called Cyrillic. So Roman is doing us a favor here
hmm
by using the Roman alphabet. They named an entire alphabet after him, and that's what he's kind enough to use for us today. Spasiba. All right. Is there so would that be thanks or thank you, or is there a difference in Russian?
Uh, no, like I guess that is one word that is just there's no other versions of this. Not like as far as I can think of, like in the mainstream language I use, that would be the only way to say thank you, I guess.
Okay, right on. And how about you're welcome?
You're welcome. So you're welcome. Добро пожаловать. So the T, right, at the end, put apostrophe, so meaning that it's slightly it's a softer, right? So
Добро,
добро пожаловать. Yeah,
добро пожаловать.
yeah.
Добро пожаловать.
Yes, yeah, great.
Okay, добро пожаловать. Excellent. So we've got greetings, goodbye, thank you, you're welcome. So the other one I definitely remember hearing in a movie. I was watching The Great Escape as a kid, and I remember Charles Bronson saying, "Я вас люблю." Can you walk me
hmm
through that? What is that?
Yeah, this means I love you.
Okay, guys, remember this one's very
Mhm.
important. This is what we're learning this for, right?
Oh yeah,
So can you put that on the screen for me there?
yeah, definitely. Okay.
Okay.
Ja, was Lublu.
Yavas Lublu. Yavas Lublu. So if you're ever talking to a beautiful Russian woman or a handsome Russian man, or you're hanging out with Steve McQueen trying to escape from the Nazis, this is a very important expression for you to use. Okay,
Definitely, yes.
let's keep going. So we have greetings, goodbye, hello. Let's get on to the restaurant. So let's go ahead and imagine we're at a restaurant. How would I get started? Can I ask for a menu?
Yeah. So uh, there is, I guess, a couple ways to say this. I guess two ways. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so можно мне меню, пожалуйста?
Можно мне
So
меню, пожалуйста.
yeah, it literally translates may I menu, please.
May I menu, please?
Yeah,
Okay,
so this is the
real good.
version without the like the verb, I guess, right? So but it still makes sense. This is something that most people would still use in a restaurant. Probably like a shortened version of the full sentence, I guess, right? Like I said, with no like, there's no verb, like there's no like have, right? Verb.
Right, yeah. And, okay, but this will still get you through the restaurant.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Okay, really good. And let's say I want to order some. So what's the dish I can expect to be able to order in Russia?
Uh, have you heard of borscht? Like
I've
probably
heard.
the yeah, most popular Russian dishes, right? Not just in Russia, but this is something that people outside of Russia would probably know of.
I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, so it's the basic ingredients are the cabbage, right? And they put like the beets in it, so it has this distinct red color. The
Okay.
broth, yes.
Okay. So if I
Yeah,
want to order some borscht, how do I go about doing that?
you would go. Okay, so можно мне борщ, пожалуйста?
Можно мне борщ, пожалуйста?
Yeah, so if you look at the may I have the menu, please? So it's similar, but instead of menu, you plug in борщ.
Okay. And of course, I'm eating borscht. I'd probably want to have some water with that. How would I go about doing that?
Yeah, so uh, water is вода in Russian. So let me type this. So, oh, autocorrect. Wow.
Yeah, I don't believe that was autocorrect, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe it was intentional. Yes.
Freudian slip.
Okay, so what is вода in Russian? So you wanna try and plug it in yourself?
Um, Можно мне вода, пожалуйста?
Okay, only you would say воду, пожалуйста.
Вода.
Воду. Можно мне воду, пожалуйста?
Може мне воду, пожалуйста?
Yeah, so it's I would say equivalent to like English passive, right? So you would slightly change the ending. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So let's try something else. So I'm assuming I have other options in Russia besides drinking um water or vodka. If I want a beer in Russia, how would I order a beer?
Yeah, pretty much the same. It's just so beer in Russian would be piva.
Piva.
Yes, piva.
And
И то можно мне пиво, пожалуйста?
okay, and let me ask this. If you go to Russia, is there anything that's like equivalent of a Miller or Budweiser where it's like the popular beer you can find it everywhere?
Yes, one beer I can think, or one brand I can think of is called Baltica, which I guess comes from the Baltic countries, right?
Okay, so we're
European
thinking like
countries.
Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, like that region.
Yeah.
Okay, so Majne Mene Baltiku Pожалуйста.
Yes, Baltic Bagels. Okay. So I see you changed the ending there, right?
Right, right.
Nicely done. So yeah, and the ending changes. Like there's like u commonly, right? Like Baltiku or Vodu at the end, right? Uh, but in case of um, like let's say beer, right, which is piva, you would actually the ending would be not u, and this is because I think Spanish has the same thing, right? The nouns are either feminine or masculine. But
Mhm.
there's also like there's something in between as well, right? Yeah.
I
So
got
in
you.
Russian we have that too. Yeah.
Wow. I did not realize it had masculine and feminine forms in Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, another order of complexity to look forward to.
Hmm.
Okay, so we've got some good things going on. Um, let me think. So if I want to get the bill, so I finished eating, I've enjoyed my beer, I've enjoyed my voda, my water, I've enjoyed reading the menu. How can I ask for the bill?
Okay. Okay. So uh, принесите мне счет, пожалуйста.
Okay, I recognize something familiar, but this Prinishte looks a little bit new. What's that mean?
Okay, so it's just another way to ask for something, right? You could even like going back to like the menu and borscht or like water. Instead of можно, you can substitute with принесите, which literally means bring me, please.
Okay, let me.
So in this case, yeah, bring me, please, the bill, right? So
Okay.
I'm not sure if how this is how you spell it in like uh, using Roman letters, right? I guess shot like means the bill.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you, that shot is not what I would have expected. So Prinishite mene shot pожалуйста.
Yes.
Okay. So if I'm placing an order or if I'm making a request,
Uh
there's the
huh.
thing that I say, but also a lot of times you're listening for a response that proves that the person heard you or is acknowledging what you said. Can you think of something
Mm-hmm.
that you might hear in that case from a waiter in a Russian speaking country?
Okay.
Like one moment,
So
please, or something
I
like
guess
that?
yeah, different people would say different things, right? Depending on like what they used to say normally. But what I commonly heard was um, which translates to like yes, of course. Uh,
Okay, then putting that top right side of the screen. Oh.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I don't
Uh,
mean.
y- yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool.
That's fine.
Well, yeah, now okay. So,
Okay, let me just type it again.
right, right. Okay.
So yes, of course, right? Да, конечно.
Da konechko.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's interesting because I just realized something that was so elementary, yet I still forgot it.
Hmm.
Let me just draw a line here to here, here to here. Da means yes, and I think
Yes.
everybody recognizes yet meaning no.
Yes. I mean, no. Yes.
No, yes. So let's put that on the screen too. So
Mhm.
why is my text box not working? No. So actually, let's add to that. So let's go ahead and say no, I can't, or something like that. Like if you were to, if someone at a restaurant can't do something
Uh,
for you, how would we do that?
okay. Well, in this case, like you wouldn't just go ahead and say no, like because it's too rude, right? You know
Right.
what I mean? So you would probably say something like what do you normally say in English, right? So
I'm
let's say
afraid
like the
not.
customer
Something
has a
like that.
request. I'm afraid we don't have or that on the menu. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, 1 second. Okay. So извините, но у нас нету меню.
Извините, но нас
No.
нету в меню.
Yes.
So,
So you start with apology, like yeah, we apologize, and then however, like no means in this case, no means like however. We don't have that on the menu. Yes.
mhm. So sorry, we don't have that on the.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if I can move that. Okay, let me undo that and make it a little bit clearer. Okay, very good. So I don't have that on the menu. That reminds me, if we want to apologize, is that izvinite?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, let me draw a little bit of a line here. Izvinite. Wonderful. Okay, so what are some other things you might expect to hear from the waiter or waitress at a restaurant? So, for example, how do they ask you if they can take your menu?
Oh, okay. Okay. So like how to ask for the menu, right? Back.
Mhm.
You mean yeah. So вы закончились меню?
Okay, so what does this translate to?
There should be like what do you call it? Question mark. Just means like, are you done with the menu?
Okay. And how about let's see, do we have this? Do they have something like may I take your order?
Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. One second. Okay. So, что будете заказывать?
Что будете
Заказывать.
заказывать? Заказывать. Что будете заказывать?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, take your order. Really good. So I feel like at this point, it won't be very hard for me to go to Russia, place an order for some food, or go to an area around Russia, place an order for some food. Let's go ahead and clear this page. Unless there's anything you want to add, let's talk about some other things you might find as far as food and drink. Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So we talked about borscht. We talked about water. Can you think of anything else that's a popular thing to find at a restaurant?
Like maybe dessert.
Okay,
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever heard of like something that's like a traditional Russian dessert. Can you clue me into something about Russian desserts?
Uh, well, it's something I can think of, and it's my personal favorite, I guess. What do you call them? Crepes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah. So, I guess where do crepes like come from? Like,
I think of that as being a
where do they
French
originate
dessert.
from? French. Yeah. So I guess yeah, like they do have like Russian cuisine, right? Like they share some similarity with like salads, I think, and desserts, like the French style. Yeah, some of them.
Okay.
So yeah, crepes, and then you normally like there's fillings, right? Like
Mhm.
some kind of jam or something, or cheese cream. Yeah.
Okay, so is it also called crepe or is it called like
No, no, it's
pepa?
called. Let me type this. Blinchiki.
Blinchiki.
But this one is a plural because you normally like order like several, right?
Okay. So how about that's actually probably a good time to talk about some very common food that you probably find everywhere. I'm sure they have apples in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you say apple in Russia? Russian.
Oh, яблоко.
Yabloko. And orange?
Orange is apelsin. So again, that L in the middle, that's should be softer. Okay, apelsin.
Apelsin. Apelsin.
Yes,
Okay, so what about juice?
juice. Oh, juice is an easy one. So it's just sok.
So, okay, so could I do this like if I want to order apple juice, is it that simple as I just put those two together?
Oh well, yes, but at the same time, remember, uh, like you need to change. You always need to change. You have the basic form, right?
Hmm.
Which is, let's say in this case, apple, right? But then
Hmm.
you need to, when you use it in a sentence, there's always like the what do you call that in English? Prefix. What's the opposite of
Suffix.
suffix? Yes. So you change that when you use it in a sentence. So in this case, let's say the sentence goes like what? May let's say may I order may have some apple juice, right?
Hmm.
So it would not be just simply яблоко and sok. It would be
Ooh.
яблочный. So яблочный сок. For some reason, yeah.
I see. So this seems like there's quite
In
a few
this
different
case, I
kinds of
guess you would
suffixes.
I would guess you make it noun into an adjective. Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Mhm.
So that's the apple is modifying suck. So,
Mhm.
okay, that's it. So I'm guessing it's starting to look like there's a lot of different suffixes that you end up using on a regular basis. So it's not just like yablaku or yablika, it's
Yeah, yeah,
yablikni.
yeah. So, because like in this case, it becomes like you like yeah, like I said, an adjective, right?
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I understand what you're
Mhm.
saying now. I understand that. Okay, really good. So we've got quite a few things here with that. I'm curious to know, in Busan, it seemed like there were quite a few places where you hear Russian being widely spoken. Is there a large community of Russian speaking people in Busan?
Yeah, there's a I guess they call it unofficially they call it like Texas Street. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah. So you can yeah come across a bunch of restaurants, yes, um, and that's what I would say. Like a lot of like the largest Russian community in Busan is, yeah,
Okay.
and I guess it has to do with the location of the city, which is it's a port city, right? So uh, what do you call it? A lot of what do you call people who work on the boat? Yeah,
Sailors.
sailors. Yeah, sailors, right? So
Okay, so you see a lot of sailors in Texas Street, probably Russian speakers, etc.
yes, yes.
Okay, very good, very good. So I don't know, I feel like we've learned quite a bit here. I'm trying to think of some other good things before we go because we have about 5 minutes left, and I don't want to waste those 5 minutes.
Mhm.
I don't know. Does anything come to your mind?
So like maybe like what you normally ask, like how you begin a conversation, maybe like like in English you would talk about like how you been or what's new, right?
Hmm.
Just uh, what do you call it? Just the basic like chit chat, I guess.
Right. So how do we do
Hmm.
that?
Is there any like specific like phrase that comes to your mind in English?
What's new?
What's
Um,
new?
long time no see.
Okay, cool. I'm going to write on the left side or the right side.
Okay.
Let's start with what's new. Okay. Okay. And there should be a question mark at the end.
Shoto novovo.
Что нового? What's new?
Что novovo. Okay, wonderful. What might be a typical response to that? Because in English, you expect nothing much or
Okay. So nothing much. You would say yes. Все так же. Nothing much. Yeah. Все так же.
zvo также.
Все так же. Yes.
Say that one more time. I think the spelling is throwing me off from the pronunciation. Say it one more
Yeah,
time.
yeah. That's the thing, right? I think there's a like a literal way to spell it, like which means like because I know how it's spelled in Russian, so I'm trying to think of uh, like a Roman equivalent of this. But when you actually read it, you know what I mean. When an English speaker reads this, it doesn't really sound the same. Yeah. So все так же.
Zo также.
Yes.
Okay. So ちょっと нового. Zo
Что?
также.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And let's imagine you're having a good or a bad day. How do we put that in there? So let's imagine is there an equivalent to how are you doing?
Yes. Okay, that's a common one too. Yes. So be doing go как дела? Как дела?
Как дела?
Oh, again, this would be informal way though.
Okay.
So a formal way is slightly different. So you just add у вас, like как у вас дела?
Как у вас дела? And what type of response would I give to that?
Again, depends on like the person.
Mhm.
Like let's say they say I'm great or what? I'm good. What do
Mhm.
you what do you want the response to be?
Um, I'm doing well.
Mhm.
So yeah, put that down.
Okay. So у меня хорошо.
У меня хорошо. У меня хорошо.
Mhm.
And that's informal or formal?
That could be both. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So like when you address someone, then it's important to use formal and informal. But when you talk about yourself, it doesn't really matter, I guess, much. Yeah, because you talk about yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, Roman, I think we're about out of time here. So I just want to say thank you so much for your time and teaching us how to speak Russian.
Yeah, you're welcome. And again, thanks for having me here on your YouTube channel.
Really appreciate it. All right. Take care, everyone. That's our Russian lesson for today.